Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Pax Britannica's Second Continental Army. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, I want to be pushing away to New Zion soon. I guess we're going to let the number tick up to 200. Has not been at war in the last 100 days. War recently too. The thing is, I don't know how long it's been since we were last at war. Because I don't think the current days are accurate. I think that's just actually a wrong, I think it's just wrong, basically, is what I'm getting at. Okay, we got the Great Leap Forward. Policy of self-reliance. Invite Russian military experts. Invite Japanese military experts. Mobilize the workers for some arms factories. Total mobilization is actually ass, though. I hate total mobilization. So let's get some Russian industry experts first and foremost. The Great Leap Forward. Who amongst you dares to deny the revolution of steel in mind? Questions the foreman of a now eager yet concerned pool of fresh workers. From afar, a great and forceful voice had risen higher than the rest of the camping whispers that could be heard in front of the foreman. What exactly are we building here? We haven't had any food and you're asking us to build you weapons? Before the nameless voice could finish, the loud clamoring of steel could be heard falling from its shelves deep into the heart of the factory. The atmosphere instantaneously became deathly silence. Building enough grit and courage, the foreman pointing out the now fallen steel. When the enemy comes, they will find nothing out here but a few wooden walls and barely functional machinery, and that's exactly what they expect. Nothing but a nation of fools and dreamers. If we are all hungry, we all want to rest, but the revolution demands that we push on, and so I ask you, what will become of those who haven't had the luxury to make it to this bastion of liberty this far west? Was their efforts all for nothing? Should we turn back? We've come this far. Okay, civilian factories, what do we want to build? I mean, we could build some, like, farms. You know what? Build me one farm. How expensive is farm? 6,000. Get that going. Let's go with another combat horrible mutation monster. Let's get them going as well. Are we still importing our steel? Yes, we are, because I kind of need to. I don't really have much of a choice in the matter. We need that fuel going. It's not been a war. 152 days. The Mexican threat. What are you for? Has the United Wild of the West and shares the border with the United Commonwealth. Is the last Wild of the West nation and shares the border with the United Commonwealth. Okay. That's going to take a little while for us to get to. Mostly because I don't know how these work. But that's okay. We're getting a revolution going. 309 political power. I mean, I generally don't even know what else we would take here. Technical teams? Computer firepower, mass assault. I mean, I kind of didn't take either of these, but I guess I'll take you. Because you still give me a 10% cheaper discount here. Who in military high command do we have? Army logistics, commando, armor expert. Give me the attrition leader here as well. Because supplies, I'm assuming in the American West, are not that good. As unfortunate as that is to say, it's probably not fantastic. So I want to take Nevada or New Zion first. 8 out of 8. We have more slots here. Nevada is North Mexican. I can go to war with Nevada, right? Yes. It could lead us to go to war with Mexico, though. And that's something that I don't know if we can really afford at the moment. I mean, it does sound a little bit worrying, to say the least. Okay, so let's see. When this hits 200 days, we'll see if this actually does anything. We sloth. Infrastructure, pride. Consumer goods. So I'm guessing these are really good bonuses. But we're going to get some pretty bad penalties there as well. Okay, let's invite some Japanese industrial experts as well. All of that sounds great. Okay, support weapons 2. So I want to take next level of infantry equipment. I think the answer is yes. I think we're basically fine with that. Technical teams, infantry. Even cheaper weapons. Yes. Get that going now. 68 days still left on you. I'm going to throw you back into rifle production for the time being. Oh, do we build our farm? Does that cost, no, it doesn't cost, fuel. Research B plus 0.5%. Tesla towers, max factories in state, naval base. What do I want? What do we want? What do we want? Fuel silos and probably do too much for us. I mean, I guess we can just build more factories. Build more factories in Oregon. Sounds great. Okay. When you hit 200, can we attack again? Yes. Okay. Let's bring the revolution to New Zion. And that resets this, huh? So we every 200 days we can attack one person. Okay. Mexico, who did you invade? Texas, Rio Grande, Santa Fe, California. I mean, a lot of people from 2 different fronts. Mexico will probably end up winning. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a campaign where they end up losing. Hide from the giant, buy time. I will say 200 days per invasion is quite a while. But I guess everybody else is invading everybody else as well. So it probably does work out in the long run to help us out. Okay. Current days are at 18. So let's take over here. Oh, actually there's a city in this area as well. Let's take you up. We have a supply hub. Yes, we do, but it's already connected by our rail lines. Excellent. Looks good. Looks good. We can take this city. That should end the war against New Zion. Whenever they end up marching to the city, whenever that happens. So we end the war on day 35. So to me, that would mean that on day 135, I guess I can switch you over now because we do have a research bonus of mass assault. So I mean, we did waste like 200 army experience, but so be it. So be it. We have a lot of units we can deploy here as well. Let's go for hide from the giant. Infrastructure, naval bases, detained frontier. Oh, that's actually wonderful. Yes, we want to get rid of untamed frontier. It's essentially going to be a 50% organization boost, which, I mean, to me sounds pretty goddamn good. Let's get these guys ready to go. We'll core this state, please. Thank you. There's not been a war in the last 100 days. More recently, 200 days ago. I mean, remember, we ended the war on day 35. Which to me would mean that on day 135, we can do another invasion. Now, I don't think that's actually how this is going to work, unfortunately. But that's, in my mind, how it should work. Okay, research slot. Let's go for... What? It's 36 right now. I guess we need weapons to put on our planes, huh? Probably would make sense. I would like to get some aircraft going. If we can be, like, the only country in our territory to... Or in this part of the world to have planes, I imagine that's going to be a good boon for us. Now, there's no airfields. Which does make things a little bit more complicated, for sure. But I believe in us. And also, you're going to kill Nevada. That much is for sure. Which does mean that I can then attack the Piapa Confederation. Take over all this land in one fell swoop. And that'll be great for us. Which, I mean, now that you've taken over all of this, you might as well just rejoin into red. Red Army, you're going to move your way towards the capital. You're all killing everybody else. Yeah, so it looks like kind of everything here is consolidating down. And that's good. Because consolidation means that I need to do less wars. And that's kind of all I care about. Steel mill production, construction speed, 0.25%. Get the hell out of here. What the hell? Who are you even talking to right now? 1.25%. Are you insane? How many you need 450 monsters? That is quite a lot of monsters. Okay, we'll even get some boats here as well. Let the last man in Chinatown. The streets look snowed over with the amount of ash that coated them. Hardly a house is left standing in the district, save for old Uncle Ho's. The old uncle stayed deep inside the building, buried underneath bags of sand and clinching his ancient rifle to his chest. They would come once again, he knew. The Reds would come again. Taking careful aim, Uncle Ho scoped over the boulevard. Everyone else had since left, even the animals seemed to avoid the place now. What changed was what a change a small while made. The first time the Reds came to town with townspeople welcomed them, gave them food and warmth, and tended to their sick and dying. But back then, the town was still lively, bustling with the shouts of shopkeepers and cries of horses. But then the shops were liberated, the horses were requisitioned, and the people resettled. But not Uncle Ho. Uncle Ho remained. Let the Reds come, he said. I'll be ready for them. Good old Uncle Ho. Okay. Military factories. I mean, we actually have a lot of military factories. I will say our industry is kind of popping off. How many factories do we have? We have 1919. Now, we don't know how many you guys have. But I can't imagine you have, like, that many more. Well, I mean, I don't know why I would think that. Where are you? You have 100% Intel network. Apparently, that's not good enough for you to figure out what the hell's going on with the American economy. I don't think the American economy would be that shut off from the rest of the world that I wouldn't know how many factories they had. How expensive are you guys? 100 points? I mean, we get 1.25 per day. I mean, that's pretty good. So, yeah. Let's, research speed, factory output. We'll take you going. Yeah. Sounds good, sounds good. So, again, to me, at 135 days, that should be good enough to be able to attack this Confederacy. And if they can actually kill Nevada, that would be even better for us. Give me some bombs as well. Once the bombs are done, we can build some close air support. Once the light machine guns are done, we can build some fighters. Which I guess does mean we probably should be building at least one airfield. Build it as far forward as we possibly can. It'll be done in a second. Excellent. And I believe it should hold 200 aircraft. Assuming that Pax Britannica has not changed how many planes are in each airfield. And 200 will be more than enough for a long while. 15 days until you're ready to go. Self-reliance. Extract. Reach for the stars. This national spirit will no longer be removed when defeated the Commonwealth. I mean, that sounds pretty good. All for the cause. Industrialize the West. We get some decisions here. To try to tame the West ever so slightly. Okay, we got better infantry equipment as well. Well, let's take organization and division recovery rates. How many guns do we have in storage? 4,000. I can replace you. What's our cap here? 15%? Holy shit. 14%? It honestly might as well be 0. We need to industrialize the waste first. Industrialize the waste. Which is you. Okay. So let's migrate the farmers next, please and thank you. And we have naval dockyards. What we want, I'm just going to build 2 convoys. Simple. Don't worry about it too much. Oh, so it's been 141 days. So I think it's every 200 days. As opposed to 100 days after the last war. Because it has been more than 100 days. Okay, Corsica has fallen. The Republic of Colorado should fall soon, I would have to imagine. What I want is for them to take Nevada. So that when I attack the Puupi Confederation, I can kind of just take all of this land. Okay. Airframe. Throw in 4 times light machine guns. We have no air experience. Okay, fair enough. Well. Cannons. I mean, cannons I think are just better than light machine guns. Do I want to take the cannons now? Well, we don't have any air experience to actually build a plane. Air Force Wish. We had one, minus 0.2 daily. Okay, so we actually can't have an Air Force until this is done. Probably should have looked at that first, to be honest with you. Okay, let's go for the 1925 light tank. Sounds good to me. We almost have enough to build a single tank division. Equestrian War. Equestrian War definitely, I think, a mod I will play at some point. I just don't know exactly when. Because I don't think it's surprising. It doesn't do very well on the view count. I'm going to put you guys on this border for now. Not that I'm really worried we're going to be going to war with the Confederation of Free Tribes. But, you know, it's a just in case measure, right? Just in case. Just in case. But I will say that at least for the time being, I think it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So if you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. Not enjoying, thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.